Hello everyone, Tony Walsh here and welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be my official entry into SHEDWARS21. So to some of my subscribers that do not know what ShedWars is, SHEDWARS2020 was a collaboration of three great minds, and that would be Mark, the Arkansas woodcutter, John from Will It Grow, and Robert from Homestead Aquarius. So ShedWars is a bunch of people growing food in their backyards and garages and balconies, carports, whatever, just trying to sustain their livelihood. You know, some people can afford to go out and buy stuff. Others, you know, just want to grow their own stuff. That way they're not dependent on somebody else for their own sustainability. So gardening, if you know anything about gardening, it has really taken off since this pandemic and store shelves started getting empty. And we started gardening for a totally different reason. So let me turn around right here and show you how we started and tell you why we started. I don't remember exactly when, and there's videos of it, when Jackie and Andrew built this one 4x4 raised flower bed. Now, most of y'all know I work in healthcare, and right now in this country that's high paced. My wife Jackie also works for a company that is high paced, and this was sort of going to be her stress reliever. Well, after a couple of weeks of getting involved in it, we decided to build another 4x4 box, and I got more involved in it. Then after a few weeks, we built a 4x8 box. See how this just keeps going and going? Then we have added all that right there. We have built that one back there for blackberry bushes, planted a fig tree right back there. We have a green stalk vertical planter. And by the way, if you look at the description of this video, you can get a $10 off discount using my discount code for Greenstalk if that is something that interests you. So, all of this has not only provided us food for Jackie and I, but for our kids, her mother, her sister, her nieces. So, we're feeding more than just her and I. And this is what I'm going to call garden spot number one. Now this here is what I'm going to call garden spot number two. And I know some people are concerned about the amount of acreage that people like me have access to. And I totally understand that, and I agree with the rules. Only what we eat is what counts. But I hope everyone understands, not feeding just me and Jackie. We got John and his wife and children, got Andrew, and then he's married. Got my mother-in-law that lives here, got my sister-in-law, got her married daughter and kids. So actually out of everything we're feeding about 7 different families. So we're trying to sustain for a lot. So anyways, out of all these pecan trees here, or pecan trees, depending on where you're from, you can see them lined up down that side of the dirt road too. Alls I want to count, and this is for you judges, I'm just asking out ahead of time, that way we're all on the same page. All I want is 100 pounds. All these trees here average, you can see from there, and they even go on to the other side of my mother-in-law's house, average a few thousand pounds, and all I want is 100, because that's what we take every year to make our pecan pies, and we freeze them to eat on salads later in the year, or just unthaw them and eat them right out of the bag. So that's all I'm asking for is 1,000, not the 3,000. So we have a raised flower bed right there that I built out of cement blocks from my mother-in-law. This banana tree right here is never produced, but I'm going to try to baby it next year. But usually bananas will not be picked before the cutoff date, before ShedWars2021 ends, so we may not even have to worry about that weight. We obviously will not have to worry about the weight of the grapefruit and the oranges, because ShedWars2021 will be over by the time those are ready. Now this here is our muscadine grapes. We did pick those this year. We made grape jelly out of them. Cousin Jim made muscadine wine out of them. So those will count. Okay, this is going to be the other part of what I'm going to call spot number 2. And this will be a bigger garden. And yes, I have access to tractors and all that. But I'm going to make a promise to you right now. This spot here, for the most part, we are going to build rows of raised beds. The only thing that we may plant with a tractor would be sweet corn. And that's because trying to provide enough sweet corn for 7 families, that's going to take a pile of sweet corn. So that may be the only thing we plant with a tractor. Everything else will be hand planted and hand taken care of. So my plans are right here is to straighten out this edge right here, bring it back to here, and start with raised beds that could be 50-60 feet long. And the reason I'm doing that is because I want to be able to control my weed pressure, my fertilizer, and my water. I don't want to water all this dirt. I don't want to fertilize all this dirt. I want to do everything in beds. That way I can control my nutrients and my weeds. I just realized in that last clip, one time I said 100 pounds of pecans, and then another time I said 1,000, so I want to correct that. I just want 100 pounds, 100 pounds, not 1,000, 100. And this ends my official entry video. So good luck to all the competitors, and just wish everyone happy Thanksgiving, happy Christmas, a happy New Year, and look forward to 2021. Y'all take care, God bless, and we'll see you next time.